everyone, my name is Jayas and welcome back to my channel. I'm constantly falling a little behind when it comes to art trends, especially the ones that are on TikTok. They always seem to go on while I'm hella busy, and by the time I actually have time to do it, it's not on my FYP anymore. But that doesn't matter. I tell myself all the time that a trend isn't over until I've done it, so I'll be doing the artist starter pack that went around last year. Wow, last year. That's weird to say. Hopefully this is familiar to some of you. If not, it's an easy enough one to follow along. Artists started creating little doll versions of themselves with accessories that would be in their quote-unquote starter pack. So I'm gonna walk you through mine. Funnily enough, the thing I had the most trouble with was choosing a basic outfit for me to wear. I tend to get semi-dressed up, even if I'm just sitting at home, but I feel weirdly self-conscious about it whenever I have to draw an everyday version of my persona. I mean, I'm still gonna do it because this is what being comfy in my house means for me, but I am always hyper aware of it in moments like this. The other thing I tend to struggle with is choosing a hairstyle. You've probably already seen in my videos, but I tend to change my hair IRL quite a lot. Sometimes this translates to my persona, and sometimes it doesn't, and I stick with the pink and purple haired versions. You'll see later how I ended up tackling this, but I decided it might be nice to stick with the twisted hairstyle that I often do as a true starter for this pack. The heart of this trend is in the accessories though. That's what made this so fun to scroll through, and I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what would really be in mind, since I think it changes depending on what projects or videos I'm focusing on at the time. If I'd made this when this was actually trending, I probably would have had my laptop as one of the accessories, since I was focusing on a lot of my writing projects at the time. Right now though, I'm kind of still figuring out what to work on first. This time last year, I was working on creating my very first webtoon, and I'm still working on that. I'll have a video with updates for Healing Hearts soon, I promise. But I've actually been a little more focused on various art projects for other videos that I'm trying to get out soon. Of course, this means that I carry my iPad basically everywhere with me. I recently got to upgrade my iPad for one with more storage for my drawings, which has helped manage my anxiety with losing my work. I definitely should still invest in some sort of external hard drive, especially since I still do a lot of work on Procreate, which still doesn't have a cloud system, even though it really should. Like, get on that, Procreate. But my iPad is definitely something that I think everyone would say they never see me without. The other thing you don't see me without are my actual accessories. Hair ties and glasses are a must. I even have multiple pairs that I like to switch between. I put jewelry on my actual persona, but sometimes I like to draw with crystals around my neck for a sort of energy cleanse. So I put that little necklace in there. I don't really use my earbuds a lot when I'm drawing at home, but when I'm outside, I definitely don't draw without it. It's odd, like the concept of going outside to then kind of plug up, but if I don't, I'm convinced that everyone is looking at me and watching me draw, so I kind of have to tune everyone out. Where people might want to tune me out though is if I'm playing my Switch. It's not every game, but it's definitely always when I'm playing Splatoon 3. I promise I'm good at the game. I just rage a lot with it, and so many people seem to be actual rage baiters, so it's not me.
Sure, Jan.
I play it on Saturdays with my Twitch community, kind of a splatter day thing, if you will. So if you want to see proof or join in on the game, come spend your Saturday evenings with us. But if Saturdays are made for gaming, then Sundays tend to be for reading, at least for me. Or at least I'm trying to make them be. I actually just got a Kindle for Christmas, so now I might not need to stress out my bookshelf with more things it can't handle. I'm currently reading The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon, and I'm absolutely loving it right now. It's a big book though, and very heavy in world building for its fantasy setting, so if that's not your thing, you might want to choose something else to read. But if you're into that, along with a host of female main characters, fantastic LGBTQ rep, and dragons, of course, you should totally check it out. I tend to read on my couch in the corner, but when it's warmer, I like to go out and read in the park. My go-to method of carrying anything, books or other accessories included though, is to use a tote bag. And my favorite is my Read with Pride one. I got mine from a semi-local bookstore called The Rip Bodice, which is also where I tend to get a lot of my books from. If I'm out there, I'm definitely stopping for food on the way there and probably back. There are tons of places for me to get my taro milk tea and a snack of some kind. Usually some form of sushi or dumplings if I can help it. And I do. As I was coloring this, I started to think about maybe doing some additional packs in the future. like a streamer pack, one just for outfits and hair, and maybe one with other foods that I like. I think that would just be the cutest thing and such a fun way to build on this trend in the future. So, there we have it. I high-key want this little doll version of me. Like, I just think it would be so cute. If you have your own starter pack, drop a link in the comments. I'd love to see it. And if you haven't done one yet, but want to, what are you waiting for? Like I said, the trend isn't over until you do it, which means you're literally never late for a trend. So get to it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was a little bit of a shorter video, but if you like this video, like this video. And I hope you'll consider subscribing so that we can see more of each other in the future. In addition to doing more of these art and story time and commentary videos, I also post animatics and lots of cozy gaming playthroughs. If you're interested in seeing me in other places, be sure to find me on some of my other sites here. Comms are currently open with the links below to my pricing and packages, and I am working on trying to get verified on there right now. Until I get verified on there though, I will be cycling through some packages on VGen. If you miss one, there's a chance I will put it on Artistry later, so be sure to check out both sites. Until next time, keep creating, keep challenging yourself, and I'll see you in our next creative adventure.